What's going on, guys? It's Arcane Duels. I'm Koshade.
I'm Puddinhead.
And we are bringing you the Monk spoiler videos for Academy. These cards are also usable in Arena. A lot of them are. We want to talk about how a lot of these can be used in Arena. And here's some spoilers.
All right. First up is the Monk. The Monk is a brand new mage in the Mage Wars universe.
Yeah.
Is enrolled in the Academy. And first thing you're going to notice is that the Monk has fewer spellbook points. Just like the Elementalist had more spellbook points, the Monk has fewer. And I think it's mostly because the Monk is going to be trained in just about everything she uses. And also, a lot of her stuff is low level.
What kind of training does she have?
She's got Mind School, so Force Master stuff that isn't Force Master only she can use. And Martial spells, which is a subtype training that we've seen before. And Monk spells. Of course.
Yeah, so a lot of the spells you see in this in these spoilers in the whole set are going to be martial. If I remember right, they might all be martial. I actually don't. No, there's a few that aren't. Yeah, there's a few that aren't. But yeah, so
and she gains key every upkeep and starts the game with some and uses that to empower some abilities.
So key is a resource basically that a lot of her cards are going to be using to not only get the value you get out of it, which is a lot of these cards actually have great value mana to damage ratio or things like that, but also enhances it even more. And the Monk can get key just naturally by existing, kind of like a channeling attribute. However, there is a card called Meditate that allows any mage to get key. And there is another way to get key that we'll talk about later. But this is basically a full action. It doesn't cost any mana. You basically just get some key to activate some abilities.
And that stays with you the whole game. It can't be taken away from you. You just have it.
Yeah, key's basically a number system just like mana that it just stays there until it goes away. There is no way to remove key right now. No. So yeah, so basically it's like there could be a lot of prep work into engaging where you get a lot of key, but we'll talk about that stuff later.
Yeah, you guys seen all these cards if you've been watching the Mage Wars Facebook page. There's Dragon's Lance is a special weapon for the Monk. It uses key to enhance its burn chance to pretty much automatic.
It's also not a bad spell in general.
Yeah, it's a good weapon especially for Academy. 3 dice and burn chance, 50% burn chance for 5 mana.
In Arena, of course, you can still take it, and it has a shield slot as well. So you could theoretically take 2 different weapons if you had some sort of utility, such as like a warlord that has a forge hammer, and you also want a different weapon to go along with it for just the differences of damage.
Or
and things like
the burn chance,
exactly.
You can get through armor if you can roll the burn chance. So that's
some cool little things there for sure.
And then the thing that is really debuting in this set is melee attack spells.
Oh my god, yes. So never seen before.
Right. No attack spells have ever been melee before. And this is, first one is Dragon Tail Sweep. Sorry, my bad. These are all martial, so the Monk is always trained in them, but you'll notice that most of them are war school also.
I mean, yeah, there are other school ones as well.
Yep.
Such as lightning, things like that.
Yeah, Fist of Lightning is another one. And maybe we just put all 3 of these on the screen. And Flying Side Kick also.
Yeah, and I want to point out that all of these attack spells are really low mana. They all have some sort of enhancement with key that makes it even more valuable. And they also do really high dice comparatively to other attack spells. And I think it's just because of that lack of range. It allows that dice to get boosted up so that, you compare it to like a rock that has incredible dice to its mana ratio. These match that, and some even go beyond that.
Right.
And the fact...
If you got a sweeping... Dragon Tail Sweep is a sweeping spell.
Yeah.
It's got 3 mana, full action because it's sweeping, and all sweeping things are full action pretty much. But 2 key gives it 4 dice and 4 dice, which is...
That's crazy.
3 mana and 2 key for 8 dice of damage.
That's insane, the value there.
Yeah, especially in Academy, it's really strong because a lot of things will only roll 2 or 3 dice.
There's only one range, so...
Yeah, but even in Arena, I mean, if you're sitting there surrounded, you can pump one of those out, and then you can pump the Flying Sidekick out, and you've gotten your melee plus on 2 attacks and gotten 3 attacks off.
Yeah, it's interesting too because you can actually use your melee bonuses to enhance these as well. So, you know, previously with all the ranged attack spells, you saw ranged bonuses, which were very hard to get, such as through Lightning Ring or Hawkeye, things like that. But now you can use things like Bear Strength to get bonuses of these attack spells to make them even more valuable.
Yeah, if you have a mage archetype, such as the solo mage, which the monk is pretty much a solo mage archetype, all of these are going to be useful to solo mage archetypes.
Speaking of solo mage archetypes, so obviously this is a mage that needs a lot of defensive abilities, and there are ways of getting that here. So the first one that I want to talk about is Devout Robes. This card is, it's good armor, but it's basically a way for the monk to use ki to counter all the nasty weaks or fire effects, things like that that kills the monk. It's a solid piece of armor for what it does. And
don't want to be staggered as the monk, so you want to be able to use ki to get rid of it.
And it's not monk only, so the fact that the Force Master would consider taking it actually gives it a lot of value in other things as well, such as in Academy or even Arena. It's just kind of a good spell in a lot of ways. Another one to talk about is Arcane Webbing. It's actually a really good arcane spell. I mean, the wizard is going to want to add dissipates to it. In Academy,
right? Especially if you're going to be attack spelling.
Yeah, if you're going for more of a like solo kind of wizard. I mean, the monk is obviously good because you attack first, and then you go. All of your creatures roll less dice now.
Right. Speaking of rolling less dice, the next one, Martial Mastery.
Oh my goodness, Martial Mastery.
This is monk only.
It is monk only. So basically, it's just you probably aren't going to have more creatures than your enemy. I mean, until it's like, 1v1, which then you're just going to destroy your enemy, most likely. But I mean, basically, your attacks roll additional dice, and it just lets you have economy.
Yeah, your attacks roll more dice. You get to reveal all of these martial spells for less. It just, such economy.
So if you're really pumping a lot of your mana into really cheap spells, and you're like, I need something to keep me going, instead of taking like Mana Shard or something.
And that makes, this actually makes 5 dice to your Dragon Tail Sweep.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's right, because it adds a die.
Yep.
Dang.
Yep.
That's insane.
Well, the monk is not always solo.
No, he has to have a few friends to stand with him.
Yeah, and this first friend is also going to help everybody who wants to use ki.
Yeah, so Aboku, the Sohi Master.
Sohi Master.
I hope I pronounced that right.
I don't know.
I'm American, so, that joke. So basically, let's talk about Academy, and then let's talk about the awesomeness of Arena there really quick. In Academy, he's obviously really good because he'll just let you have a great defense creature that rolls really good dice in Academy and can give you, ki if you need it.
Yeah, he's got an infinite defense. So
exactly.
He can just dodge everything.
Yeah, so, and with a 9 life, like, it's going to take time for them to say, unavoidable attacks in order to kill him and stuff like that.
And he's got his own unavoidable attack, so he can kill those asps that will wreck your day, or anything else that's going to get you weak.
And things like Sweeping Strike will be very good with him and stuff like that. Yep. So in Arena, the Paladin, the Force Master, they're trained in the creatures of their school, not necessarily. Right. So even though this is a dual school spell, they are actually trained in him because he matches something that is within their school training. So I could see Paladin and Force Master casting this guy early. He's either support to get ki early and then does nice dice once you have enough ki.
He can benefit from auras.
Benefit from auras. I mean, he's just kind of a solid creature for Arena.
And a 4-die unavoidable is pretty good.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, even like Priestess, like any of the holy mages,
right? I
don't think would poo-poo this creature. I mean, even war creatures that want that war stuff or that war key spells would actually, I think, be considering him.
Yeah, can we talk about Paladin for a second? Like, Paladin is going to wreck. With this set.
Yeah, I mean, you have melee attack spells for melee bonuses, then you, with a challenge, then you go in with a sword.
Yeah, and you can re-roll all the dice from your melee attack spell if you haven't re-rolled yet.
It's pretty crazy.
So
think of the combos. Let's not give too much away, but there are a bunch more awesome spells in this Monk Academy set, so these are just spoilers. We will be doing a full card review. I think once the set gets released,
right before or right after,
right around there,
something like that. Yeah.
So yeah,
keep an eye out for that. And there's more spoilers coming on the Mage Wars Facebook page. Until then,
thanks for joining us, guys. Take care.